Wait, friends. Before you throw this coin away thinking it's useless, or spend it without even taking a closer look, you should first know its true value. That's exactly why in today's video we have brought you one American coin that might truly surprise you once you learn about it. In this video, you will discover the real value of this coin, the possible minting errors it may have, and the complete details behind it. You'll also learn how an ordinary-looking coin can suddenly be worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions of dollars. So make sure to stay with us until the end of today's video. You are watching Rare Coin Treasure, where we bring every coin to you with rare information and fascinating facts. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And if you enjoy the video, don't forget to like and share it. Your support and motivation give us the encouragement to keep researching and bringing you more amazing discoveries. So without wasting any more time, let's move toward this rare American coin. Just imagine for a moment. You reach into your pocket, pull out a few coins, and among them you see a simple $quarter. It looks just like any other coin you've seen 1,000 times before. Maybe you're about to spend it at a store, drop it on a table, or slide it into a vending machine. Because to most people, it's just 25 cents. But what if that ordinary-looking coin is actually hiding something far more valuable? What if that same quarter in your hand could secretly be worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars? Friends, today we are going to talk about one American coin that has captured the curiosity of collectors for many years. A coin that looks completely normal at first glance, yet behind it lies a fascinating story. We are talking about the 1969 $quarter. At first sight, this coin appears to be just another Washington quarter. On the front of the coin you can see the portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. Beneath the portrait, the year 1969 is clearly visible. To an ordinary person, there is nothing unusual about it. But for coin collectors, this coin is something entirely different. For them, the 1969 quarter is a mystery, a small piece of metal that might carry hidden details most people never notice. The year 1969 was an interesting time in American coin history. During this period, millions upon millions of coins were being produced across different U.S. mint facilities. These coins were created to meet the everyday needs of commerce, to circulate through banks, businesses, and the pockets of ordinary people. Most of these coins were completely normal. They were designed, minted, and released into circulation just like every other coin. But sometimes, something unexpected happens during the minting process. A tiny mechanical shift, a slight misalignment, or a subtle imperfection in the die used to strike the coin. These small errors might seem insignificant, but in the world of coin collecting, they can transform an ordinary coin into something extremely rare. And that is exactly what happened with some 1969 quarters. Certain examples of this coin have shown unusual minting characteristics that immediately caught the attention of experienced collectors. To the average person, it might still look completely ordinary. But to someone who understands coin details, even the smallest difference can mean everything. One of the things collectors often look for is something known as a double die effect. This occurs when the design of the coin is impressed more than once during the die creation process. When that happens, certain letters or numbers may appear slightly doubled. It's not always obvious at first glance. In fact, many people might overlook it entirely. But when collectors examine a coin carefully, sometimes using magnification and bright lighting, these tiny details can suddenly become visible. And when that happens, the value of the coin can change dramatically. A coin that once circulated through countless hands, a coin that may have been used to buy a cup of coffee decades ago, could suddenly become highly desirable among collectors. And that is when the story of the coin truly begins. Another interesting aspect of the 1969 quarter is the historical moment in which it was produced. During the 1960s, the United States was going through changes in coin production and metal composition. Earlier silver coins had already been replaced with copper-nickel-clad coins, which gave the quarters their modern appearance. Because of these transitions and the massive scale of production, subtle variations sometimes appeared between coins. Collectors pay very close attention to details such as the mint mark, the sharpness of the design, the condition of the coin, and any unusual characteristics that might set it apart from the rest. Sometimes the difference is extremely small, a slight shift in the lettering, a stronger strike in certain areas, or minor design variations. Yet these small differences can turn a simple quarter into something collectors actively search for. That's why experts often say something very important. Never spend an old coin without taking a closer look. Because the coin you're about to spend, the one sitting quietly in your pocket, might be far more valuable than you realize. Around the world, thousands of coin collectors regularly examine their spare change. They study minting history, search for rare variations, and carefully inspect old coins hoping to discover something unusual. And sometimes, that discovery actually happens. A person might open an old drawer, look through a jar of forgotten coins, and suddenly notice something different about one of them. Maybe it's the year. Maybe it's the design. Or maybe it's a small minting detail that sets the coin apart. Moments like that are what make coin collecting so exciting. The 1969 quarter dollar has become one of those coins that sparks curiosity among collectors. To some people it's just another quarter, something ordinary and easy to overlook. But to others, it represents a mystery waiting to be explored, a small historical artifact that may hold hidden value. When a collector holds a coin like this, they don't just see metal. They see history. They see the moment decades ago when the coin was struck inside a mint facility, when a machine pressed the design into metal and sent it out into the world. Since then, that coin may have traveled through thousands of hands, passed through countless transactions, and eventually ended up somewhere unexpected, in a jar, a drawer, a collection, or even your own pocket. And that is why coins like the 1969 quarter continue to fascinate collectors today. Because somewhere out there, hidden among millions of ordinary coins, there might still be examples waiting to be discovered. Perhaps in someone's spare change. Perhaps inside an old coin jar. Or maybe in a collection that hasn't been examined in years. And if you happen to come across a 1969 quarter, it might be worth taking a closer look. Because sometimes, the smallest objects carry the biggest stories. And occasionally, a coin that appears completely ordinary can turn out to be something far more extraordinary than anyone ever expected. So if you ever find a 1969 quarter dollar, don't spend it too quickly. Take a closer look, because sometimes a small coin can hide a big value. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Rare Coin Treasure for more hidden coin stories.